It is TexAgs Rewind. Look behind us. I see our bodyguard Donnie in the background. Donnie, do something. Do something more. That's awkward and good at the same time. It's we had a fun show today. Anna Rosa Peterson back in the fold. Hey, Anna.
I'm happy to be here. I missed it. It was a long summer not being here, but I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, and we had a great show. It's finally game week, so we broke that down. OB obviously in the house, the whole gang in there. How about former Texas A&M tight end Jamie McCoy joining the show, getting us ready for what it feels like to be at Kyle Field. Really, our big headline, Ross Bjork in studio talking about everything you can imagine, the facilities, the atmosphere, SEC expansion, the pods, everything. And, of course, SEC Network's Peter Burns joining us on a Monday, as he always does. It is TexAgs Rewind. Last week, we had Haynes King announcement.
Right.
We obviously had the Michael Clemens news. We had some news coming in. But this week, we actually get a game. And that's why we're here to do this job, is to break down games, and it's finally here.
Yeah, game week is when it finally arrives. It's so it's just so exciting. It's like we've made it through the wilderness, and here we are, finally found right on the brink of the season starting. The reason we get excited about recruiting is because you think about the players playing, right, and so everything that happens in around college football with. It all leads up. It's all about trying to win on Saturday. And when you finally get to game week and football season's upon us, it's just the best time of year for me.
It is the best time of year, and literally, we're going to be there. So help me understand how this works. So Saturday, the game's at 7, right?
7 o'clock.
You're going to get there at what time?
Well, I'll probably, if everything goes right, I'll get into the press box around 6:30.
6:30. Okay.
Maybe later.
Okay.
Because we're doing the pregame show.
That's right.
From the big glass building.
Okay.
Because where we usually do it on campus over by the former Student Association, I guess they got construction or something going on. So I'm going to have to drive in, which I did last year, but it wasn't a problem because we only had 25% capacity. But there's going to be more cars on.
There's going to be 100,000 people right there at Kyle Field, and you're going to have to rush in. But you have a parking pass, so you'll be able to get right in.
Well, I do have a parking pass. That doesn't mean you get right in.
Okay.
Me and I might even toy with the idea of getting somebody to drop me off.
Uber? Have you ever Ubered?
I have Ubered.
Yeah.
It was quite the experience. A lot of angst was involved with me using Uber.
A lot of today's youth, like things aren't going well, they're transferring, they're changing teachers, they're doing this and that. It's a different mindset than it was when you were playing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, back with us, it was like, hey, I got to earn my stripes. I may not have got it this year, but I'm still a sophomore. I got years to go. You hate to see these kids say, well, I'm just going to turn over a new leaf and go to another school. I don't even know anything about this conference. I'm just going over this way. So you got to learn how to stick it out, because it's the same way in life. You're not always going to be the boss's favorite or whatever the case may be, but you just got to stick it out, keep grinding and work hard, and good things are going to come to you.
Jamie McCoy with us on the BCSI hotline. All right, so let's talk tight end for a second here. Jalen Wademeyer, how freaking good is he, man?
He's amazing. And I mean, I had my eyes set on Baylor Cup. He keeps on getting these injuries, but Wademeyer came in and he's just went through the roof with everything, all of my expectations. And I mean, you come into this year, he's a solid first team All-American guy. I mean, there's nothing that the guy can't do. He blocks well, he catches, he can catch in traffic, red zone threat. He just does everything well. So I'm excited for him.
Hey,
really that win too.
How has the tight end position evolved since your playing days? It wasn't that long ago. You're not like a grandpa, but like back in the tight end position now, it's always been part of the offense, but I feel like we've seen an evolution here the last 5-6 years.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gotten more passer friendly. Back when I was playing, a little bit before me, like when we had Martellus and whatnot, tight end, you might get 2 or 3 passes thrown your way. Maybe you can make a big play and make a splash. But now, with the Travis Kelce, Kyle Pitts, Kittles of the world, it's become a receiving role where if you can block, great, but we need you to go out there and be a threat against these linebackers and safeties. So it's good to see the tight end role evolve, if you will. And I mean, we got some of the great ones at the position. So I'm excited to see what these guys can do to help the team here.
Because we know what we think and what, but what are they telling you?
Yeah, look, I've been in the SEC 10 years. I've been in college athletics 26 years now. And people are paying attention to A&M nationally. They see what's been built, whether that's the facility side. They see the momentum that our brand has. They see the growth of the institution. They understand the power of the SEC, and now you have this changing landscape in college athletics. We're on the right side of the equation. And so that part is exciting for the future. Whatever the changes are going to be, it's changing every day. I mean, let's check Twitter and see what's changed in the last hour, right? I mean, it's changing constantly, but people are recognizing that A&M is here to stay. And so I hear that from my colleagues. Again, back to the investment piece. Whenever we announce these next round of investments, people are going to stand up and take notice even more. So that part just makes you feel good that, hey, you're in the right place that cares, place that has the people and the wherewithal, place that has the tradition and the values. A&M is the best combination of academically and athletically, I think, in the country. So we got to keep building on that.
Peter, last thing for you. We had a text message earlier asking for our opinions on a surprise team, good and bad. Who's a surprise team that may win some games we didn't expect, and vice versa, a team that's losing more than we expect?
Yeah, I think Tennessee is going to be interesting. I mean, we're going to see them. I think they're going to have an absolute track meet coming up on Thursday. We'll have that game on SEC Network. I think their offense is going to remind us a little bit more of what Ole Miss was able to do, getting a lot of guys in space. As far as guys that I think is struggle, I think you look in the East as well too. I have no idea what to expect out of Dan Mullen's Florida Gators this year. I look at, everyone says it's Emory Jones. Anthony Richardson's on that staff as well too, in that quarterback room, and I think he's been pushing Emory Jones. So again, I feel like Dan's almost trying to pump up Emory Jones as opposed to this is the kind of guy that we have that could be a game changer. And when I have that thought combined with losing Pitts and Tony and Trask, man, that could be tough. I think it's Georgia and everybody else in the East. And frankly, I said it a couple of days ago. I think it's A&M and Georgia and Atlanta this year. I think Aggies make it to the SEC championship game.
We're going to play a little game on Ana Rosa. You watch to the end of these videos?
I don't think I ever have.
So do you know what you're supposed to do after you watch these videos?
I can't say
You're supposed to comment. You're supposed to like.
Okay.
And
comment, like, share,
and
follow,
and subscribe. So can we try it from the beginning? What are you supposed to do?
Comment, like, subscribe,
That's
follow,
fine.
share,
Tell
your friends about it.
And your uncle.
Your uncle, your mom, your long lost cousin.
There it is.
Tell everyone.
Ana Rosa, thank you so much. It's TexAgs Rewind.